What's going on? So guess what? Today you are getting a twofer, a 2-for special. Yes, that's right. You're gonna get to see us not only unveil this really cool Can-Am Spyder to an unsuspecting individual, you get to see us make a custom seat on it. Our boy Popeye actually went and did a custom paint job on this, tricked this thing out, custom wheels. I keep looking at it as I'm talking to you. There is one nice looking machine and I don't want to give it away now, but stay tuned. Check it out, and at the end we're gonna actually show this unveiling. It's actually gonna be a surprise, which is really cool. So Popeye's friend Smoke did this as a special surprise for his wife, and when you see it, she's one lucky girl. Here it is, the Hello Kitty purple Can-Am Spyder. They actually put these little things on it, which this one doesn't seem to be working. When you walk by, the reflectors start blinking. So today we're gonna be making a cool custom seat for this. I love this color. What a pretty color. I think Anthony said Eric up at Shop Supply actually did a custom mix, but I could be wrong. I know the paint came from Eric, but I know they mentioned it, so I don't know what the heck the deal was. We'll have to ask him tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna get started. They dropped the seat off before they dropped the bike off. I showed that last week or the other day. So here's the seat. Big monster seat. Let's get going. Here we are. Here's the Can-Am seat. Let's strip this bad boy down and do something cool and custom on it. Oh, it has the little staples. I hate little staples. Look at how many staples you have to remove on these things. You have big staples and little staples, the width of them. The little ones are great because for the same size clip that you put in your staple gun, you get a lot more bang for your buck, but they're also little and they're a pain to get out, and if they ever get rusty, they are a nice. I'm gonna pull these off. I will skip over this whole part for you because there is nothing, well, I'll show you, see that? I stick the staple remover in, I twist it, I pop it up. You gotta be careful not to hit the edge. Usually you try to come to the other side because a lot of times you end up saving the cover. These ones are so far in, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just pulling them, twisting them. And then I got my dikes here. Pull each staple out, twist it 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 out. So I'm gonna do this and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I'm glad you're still here. Check this out. Got the cover, staples off, right? Staples off, and boom. There's another cover underneath there that someone didn't take off. This, to me, this like upsets me. Some seats are like heat formed on and bonded completely and they're a bear to get off, so people will like not do that. This thing here, this is just like, I mean, unless it's like a do-it-yourself or at home and you don't know better, if you're a professional upholsterer and you don't take the original cover off, make sure the foam's good. You know, I kind of equate that to a mechanic that takes gaskets off and then doesn't scrape and roll lock and clean this metal surface perfect before they put the new gasket on. So no matter what, you're playing like Russian roulette wondering if that gasket's gonna seal. And it's kind of the same thing with the seat. You start building up muck around the edges. You know, you're covering over some of these heat stretch vinyls that these things crack. So now you put a new cover on it and then you get a crack or a mess up or something like that, and that's gonna kind of show through it. Also, when you get underneath it, you're having staples on top of staples, the staples start bending and hitting and it just looks unprofessional. One more time, I am gonna do the same thing. Ready? Here we go. I'll show you this quick and then I'm gonna go around and jump fast forward. So I'm gonna take the staples off. I am sticking the staple remover. See the little staple remover? Can you see this? It's like a little staple remover. So there's like 5 or 6 different styles. This is the one I like the best. So all you end up doing is you stick one corner in under the staple and twist. That lifts it up. And you go around and you're gonna do this. And then as I said before, take our dikes, take the staples out, put them in our hands. You always want to make sure these staples end up going directly into the garbage, not on your workbench. After you're done, you clean your workbench off. Usually when I'm stripping stuff down, I'll do it on a flat table. And then when I'm putting them together, I do it on a upholstery table with like carpet on it so it like doesn't scratch up the cover. So I'm gonna remove these staples and I'll be back again. It's like deja vu. I just did that. I gotta do this again before I can do the cool part and make a seat. I'm gonna pull this off. Look at that. Red cover off, garbage where it belongs. Staple there. Make sure there's 0 staples anywhere. Now, so whoever put this cover on previously, one thing I like to do is go through and make sure there are not few staples, not one staple, not most of the staples, but all of the staples are removed, right? We're gonna go through, just look at it, make sure the edges aren't barked up, because we don't want to do a nice cover. Here's a staple that was underneath the cover. Let's get rid of that bad boy. Around, edges are good, staples are gone, no more staples. Do you see any staples? I don't see any staples, okay. I'm gonna pull this gas strut off, then we're gonna put the seat on the right, and we'll be right back. This is where I like to kind of just sit back. You can picture me pondering, like going, we got rid of the old seats, and now we just have this like blank canvas of a piece of foam. So we're gonna see, like, let's look and see what kind of flow we want to get on this bike. Something different. You know, they got the Hello Kitty theme on here, and I was thinking about doing like a Hello Kitty inlay or something, but honestly, like, theme bikes have been done for about 15 15, 20 years, and it was never a big thing for me, so let's design something on here. So we want this to actually be in place, which really doesn't matter. We're not gonna do that. Put this over here. See, look, even has a little Hello Kitty in there. How cute. And oh yeah, and Popeye actually painted this carbon fiber. That's all airbrushed. There's a line coming up here, right off here, right? Bada boom. Here's one, here's one, here's one. I do love the flow of these Can-Ams. I think they're very cool. So I'm thinking we might want to do something. Obviously up here, we're gonna have a stitch coming down here. Have something coming here. This guy's gonna come. I like that body. I probably too, right? Boom, boom. This guy's gonna come down. We're just gonna have a nice continuous flow. Are we digging that? Are we feeling that? Are we not feeling that? So let's put what we need to put. This guy's gonna come here. I want to stick here no matter what. Up here. Our center point is right here. I don't know why I'm hitting this point up here. I like that razor back look. So if we're not doing a theme, I'm thinking, you know, tell me if I'm wrong here, but I'm thinking maybe doing carbon in here, carbon thing in here. We do maybe a carbon here, another carbon, boom, boom, boom. Maybe a French seam right down the middle. Just not feeling it. I'm not at all. There's too much stuff going on here. Okay, I need to stand right here. We're gonna be bothering you. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is gonna be too much. Okay, so I think I got it. Let's bring you over here, right? Bop, bop, bop. It's hard to visualize on this bike. Lights are behind me, which are never supposed to be behind me. It's not much. Okay, well, there's still a little light over there. Okay, here we go. What I'm thinking is, I was missing this body line here, which I kind of am digging. So we're gonna do a top stitch here, probably a French seam. We might do double stitch, depends how busy it looks. This will be carbon, this will be carbon. I'm thinking this is gonna be vinyl. Purple top stitch here. We'll do a butt seam here. I said butt seam like 3 times. And then carbon, carbon, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go make this thing, see how it looks. We might throw it away and start over. Found this, I don't know if you can see, this purple metal flake. And I thought it'd be kind of cool because of the flake on there, but it's like in between the two colors, and I think it would just kind of look crummy. Plus, I think the seat, this bike needs something kind of cooler. So here we go. Let's make this thing. I ended up jumping the gun a little bit. Someone called on my phone, so eventually I'm going to be getting a actual video camera, not using my phone because it's a pain. I don't know. When I watch the video, I'll see if it was vibrating or anything. And then when that happened, I noticed the battery was dead, so I charged it. So I kept working on this thing. I started to sew up some stuff. I kind of decided I was going to go on a different route with it. We suede on the sides. We did a carbon fiber in the middle with the purple stitch. On the side here, I did a double stitch. I did a dark purple and a light purple. This shade's like in between the Hello Kitty artwork and the actual purple on the bike. This one's closer to the purple on the bike, which is kind of dark. So whenever you do like a dark purple on a black, sometimes it like disappears, especially indoors or in like, you know, darker lighting. So outside you'll see it pop, and inside you won't. But I wanted to try to get a dimension like a flat French seam, like sometimes you see in like a double stitch, like older Ferrari seats and stuff. They would do a double stitch, and you have a nice pleat to it. So we're doing that. So I already patterned most of it out. I'm going to, you know, so I made patterns. So I'm going to go and transfer these all to the material. I'm doing carbon fiber here. Obviously, you see carbon fiber here. We're doing suede, double stitch, carbon down the middle. I'm actually going to do this one on the leather just because I feel between the suede and the carbon, smooth vinyl just wouldn't cut it. So I'm gonna do we have a nice textured leather here. I'm gonna do that there, and that should really add to the, you know, give it a little bit more dimension.